Hi, it's me again with CorelDraw Tips and Tricks Part 2. Somebody's already watched this and they really like the black and white one and how I did that. I'm going to do it kind of the same, but a little bit different. I'm going to start with a polygon right in the middle of the page. I'm going to take a 2-point line and I'm going to hit P, put it in the middle of the page. I'm going to trim off the end so I have a line and you can see that it moved it over there. I'm going to grab the shape tool, grab both these nodes and go add a node. Now holding down the control button, I'm going to put a little peak to it. The peak is going to be different than that peak. That's kind of why I like it, I think. Control D and make a duplicate and mirror that, and then grab that node and have it snap to there. I'm going to zoom in and make sure I am there, and I'm there. Now I've still got my nudge factor set on 1 inch. So I'm going to hit the plus key and I'm going to go several times. See, I've got an odd shape factor there, but I think I like it. Now I'm going to grab the other line, hit the plus key and then Control D. Now what I can do is I'm going to go in like I like to do, Control G to group that. I'm going to take my Smart Fill tool. I'm going to fill in that in black, that in black, that in black, that in black, that in black. So I got it. I'm going to have a totally different look. Now I don't want to get rid of my lines yet, but I want to move all the blacks out of the way. And this thing is over 13 inches. So I'll change my nudge factor to 14. And I'm going to move the black out of the way. And that way it'll help me because I can group them together. So I'm going to Control G to group. I'm going to go ahead and put in the yellow box so we can see me fill in the white on the other parts. Object order, back of page. Now I'm going to take my Smart Fill tool, and you don't have to use white, but I'm going to do every other one in white. Now, because this is grouped together, I can delete it all, and I can Control G to group it and then move it over and then move everything over, and you can see my white and black. So I'm going to go ahead and Control G to group that. Now I'm going to make it quite a bit smaller, but I want, it doesn't really matter what size, but I'm going to make it just like 3 inches across. Now we can do the exact same thing we did earlier. We can rotate this 60 degrees. I think it just makes it life easier to have that flat spot. And now if you can see, we're at 3 inches. So I'm going to change my nudge factor to 3 inches. And I'm going to Control D and move it over. Now, there is going to be a line there. So what we want to go ahead and do is right click a black outline. And by doing that, now you can't see a line. And there's several other things you could do there. I'm going to run out of space here in just a second, but I'm going to leave it like that. Now I'm going to Control G to group and hit P, Control D to duplicate. And I'm going to do the same thing. You've got to go one way or the other. But if I Control D now, I keep going off the page. So if I group this together, Control G, Control D to duplicate. And now, because now I'm going straight down. And this you could actually do with math. And then Control D as many as you wanted. Now, it's going to be a little bit different than the first one. But you got to get an idea. I'm going to rotate it 90 degrees, hit P. And I think it really looks cool. You know, when you click off it, you can see the black lines, but you could make the lines white. You know, have a totally different look. I like the black. You can make them blue. You know, it's but there's an outline on all of them. Now, since it's grouped together, we can I'm just going to take a rectangle tool and just draw through here, not holding down the control button. And I'm going to hit P to put it in the center of the page. That way all the corners will be equal. Now I'm going to intersect it. And by doing that, there's my pattern. Now, the disadvantage in doing it this way is you can't put any color behind it because all the colors are actually there. So if we take a yellow box trick, go up to Object, Order, back to Page, you can see you just get the black and white. So I still didn't do it. I must have just had one white instead of two. So if I would have eliminated one of those whites, you could have got that pattern. That is a unique pattern. And I might make one and send it to the guy. But anyway, I hope that helped a little bit. Thank you for watching.